Hello, everyone. I'm Dalton Burdett.
And I'm Ryan Warner.
Man, we had two really good intros.
That could be a good intro.
And you have one line.
That could be an intro. A good intro.
Yeah?
Yeah. What does that mean? We're batting 500? Is that the term for baseball?
Out of 3 attempts, and we got 2 of them, we're batting .667.
Oh, I thought it was 500. My bad.
No.
I was close.
And we are the Movie Nights. Well, some of them. If you're watching us because you want to hear our uncensored, unfiltered thoughts and opinions about the world of movies, so kick back, grab a snack, and thank you for being a part of the conversation.
See?
Are
500, like I said.
Are you mad because I said we'd do a different intro today and I forgot about it? Is that what happened?
No, absolutely not. I just decided to fuck with you.
You did a good job.
Thanks. That sounds gross.
Someone's car is just dying outside. But anyway, welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining us again. We have a couple interesting things to talk about here. Some movie news stuff, some award season stuff, and we'll probably talk about movies of 2004 if we feel like it. But Ryan, what do you want to start off with? You want to start off with award season?
Let's start off with award season just because that's the big thing now.
Yeah, of course, man.
So as we're recording this on Monday, last night was the SAG Awards for the Screen Actors.
Yes.
And just one thing I wanted to point out before I push it over to you is Brad Pitt won and gave a hilarious speech that I thoroughly loved.
Yes, it was very funny.
But is there anything coming out of that gives you hopes for the Oscars? Any insight?
Joaquin and Brad Pitt have been sweeping.
Yep.
So they're the obvious front runners. However, it's still one of those things of like, do we have a Glenn Close scenario where someone else just comes in and wins right at the Oscars? Mm-hmm. And, I still think Adam Driver's got a shot at that lead actor one. I do think it's Brad Pitt's award to lose still. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll
know on February 9th.
Yeah. And also, Parasite won the Ensemble Award, which is like the SAG's version of Best Picture, which is huge because then 1917 won the PGA Award. The Producers Guild of America. Yeah. So now you have 1917 winning, you have Parasite winning, and then if another movie wins a DGA, everyone's going to lose their shit because it's going to be like, who is the fucking front runner? Yeah. So we'll see. Like, honestly, it's like between 4 films. Not just like 2. I'd say it's between 1917, Jojo Rabbit.
Really? Jojo Rabbit?
Because it won the editing award with Parasite. 1917, Jojo Rabbit, Parasite, and I used to say The Irishman. I don't think so anymore. I'm honestly going to go with Joker, man. Yeah? Yeah.
Joker definitely has legs that I don't think anyone was expecting.
And it has 11 nominations.
It's bound to win 1.
Yeah.
At least.
I hope fucking Ford v Ferrari comes out of nowhere, wins Best Editing and Best Picture.
Yeah. What's interesting, we were talking about this earlier, that like, if you look back at the Best Picture wins and just kind of the Oscar history in the past recent years, you can always narrow it down to like 2 movies. Like it's between this and this. The most infamous one would be Moonlight and La La Land. Yeah, it's down between those 2. But like you said, it's down to 4 movies this year instead of just like the typical 2. Yeah.
Like I genuinely don't know what will win Best Picture this year.
Yeah, and I think any movie that wins will be deserving of it because I thoroughly loved every single one of the 9 movies that were nominated.
Yeah, I'm with you. And also, much like you said about usually it being between 2 movies, like we've seen this before with There Will Be Blood and No Country for Old Men, going back to like 2007 and 8. And then you had Shape of Water and 3 Billboards. And then you had Green Book and
Bohemian Rhapsody. I know.
No, my God. I'm forgetting the other one.
Was it Black Klansman or Black Panther?
No, it wasn't either of them. They were both nominated, but it was between Green Book and then this movie, Roma.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
That was it.
But we did go into it saying that if Roma won international, it's not winning Best Picture.
Which I think is the same case for Parasite as well.
I mean, unless it just fucking comes in and wins both.
That'd be awesome.
I do think Parasite is a far superior movie to Roma.
I agree.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Yeah, I mean, I would freak out. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But any other things coming out of this? Any other thoughts on award season? What are you looking forward to about the DGA? Because that's next weekend. Yeah. So next week we'll obviously have the results and talk about that.
I think the DGA is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm really just curious to see how because like there are some nominations that are different from the Academy Awards, and I'm gonna see if maybe I don't know where those people come in and win, because we've seen that happen.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen Ben Affleck win the DGA and not even get an Oscar nomination, so we'll see. I'm mostly interested to see who will win Best Director there, because then they are the front runner to win Best Director at the Academy Awards.
Yeah, and I pointed it out last week that every director from the past, I think, 5 or 6 years that won a Golden Globe won the Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I'd have to say Sam Mendes is the clear front runner. But like you said, we'll see this weekend.
We'll see, man. So we also have some movie news to get into.
Some kind of old news at this point, but you know, we're kind of slow.
Yeah, and we didn't get the chance to talk about it.
Yeah.
Scott Derrickson. I like Scott Derrickson. I think he's a great filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
He made Sinister, which is one of my favorite horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
He made Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is a pretty rad dad movie. Rad dad character as well.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed like a good fit. Was very active on Twitter about talking how much he loved it. And he was signed up to direct the sequel, Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness.
Which was going to be a horror-driven...
According to him, yes. But now, unfortunately, him and Marvel have gone their separate ways due to creative differences, although I don't think it's too much of a bad split, because they seem to be very amicable about the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find out more as time goes by. Hollywood Reporter, Variety is going to get a scoop. It's like, here's what happened. But the common theory right now is that Scott Derrickson wanted to go more horror, and Kevin Feige was like, maybe not. Not what I'm envisioning. And so naturally, the creative split. And you'd rather see it happen now than like halfway through production.
Yeah.
Lucasfilm. But basically...
Solo.
Basically, it's sad to see, because I think Scott Derrickson is an excellent filmmaker. But Marvel's also really good at finding people who tell great stories, plucking them out of the indie group, and putting them into their film. So I'm curious to see who they get to direct Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
But I am a little bit sad that it won't be Scott Derrickson, because he was very passionate about the material, and 2, he was a fantastic director. But I am happy that this probably means he'll go and direct more horror stuff, because I love Scott Derrickson's horror.
I hope DC just fucking snags him like they've been doing. This is the fall of Marvel and the rise of DC.
Jesus Christ.
No, but it is sad. I mean, it always sucks when someone loses their job.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would have been... If these rumors are to be true about Scott Derrickson wanting it to be more horror and Kevin Feige being like, no.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a huge missed opportunity. Obviously, the movie isn't done yet. We don't know what the final product is going to be. But I just think that there's so much they could have done as far as a horror aspect, because he does come from a horror background.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have just been fascinating to see like a Doctor Strange horror-driven movie.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they were kind of pushing the rated R, which they wouldn't have, but it would open up a lot of possibilities for them.
Yeah.
Which I think is what he was very excited to do. Again, if these rumors are true that he wanted to go more horror driven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you never know. Maybe they make up and he works on another project. Yeah. Maybe I'm curious to what the actual story is, and that could be the real story. But I'm curious to find out more about it. But it's sort of a bittersweet situation, because I know they're going to find a filmmaker that's going to do a great job. So I'm not like, but at the same time, it sucks when you see someone start something and they're not able to finish it. Mm-hmm. Like we almost had with James Gunn there.
Now, question, because I feel like this kind of begs the question of, is this like kind of the fall of the superhero genre, especially since, again, if these rumors are true, of Kevin Feige wanting it to go this way, my way or the highway kind of mentality, and some of these directors aren't willing to play ball, whether it's... I mean, James Gunn was willing to play ball, but that's... his whole situation was fucked up. But now Scott Derrickson, like if another director leaves, like Taika leaves, Thor Love and Thunder, would you be worried?
Yes, but I wouldn't be worried about the superhero genre.
Okay.
I'd mostly be worried about Marvel at that point. Mm-hmm. But like Joker just got 11 Oscar nominations. I think the comic book genre is fine.
Okay.
Because you have DC making films like Joker, you had Fox, they're Disney now, but you had Fox making films like Logan and Deadpool. Mm-hmm. You had these people start branching out and making these very different and unique types of films to sort of see where they would stick with the audiences, and a lot of them have worked out. Mm-hmm. Marvel has their thing, they're doing their thing, they're the best at their thing. So I can't really blame Kevin Feige for wanting to stick to their thing, and they've adjusted a little bit. Like in the Phase 2, you start to see more of directors' footprints on the films. And in Phase 3, the score is increased, and the stakes and the violence sort of increase. Like they do vary things a little bit, but at the same time, you have to stick to your brand. You know what the audience wants of you, and they're going to expect that. And I think that's what Kevin Feige is trying to do. Him and Bob Iger and Alan Horn. But I think if you start to see more directors leave, they're just going to go to other studios that have similar properties and they can do their own thing. Like Todd Phillips, that's very much his movie on Joker.
Yeah.
And I think that if Warner Brothers wants to do more stuff like that, like, hey, come make a Riddler movie, come make a Lex Luthor movie, come, make it whatever you want, then is it going to attract more filmmakers and the genre will thrive even if it moves towards that direction. I just don't think Kevin Feige and Marvel and Disney are ready to move their MCU into that direction yet.
Okay.
So I think that would be the main concern is them. But until Black Widow comes out and bombs, until Eternals comes out and doesn't make money, until Shang-Chi comes out and doesn't make money, until you see like 3 in a row that aren't doing very well, they don't have to worry about anything. They can keep doing what they've been doing because they now have the biggest movie of all time.
Yeah.
So until shit goes bad for them, they're going to keep doing what they're doing. Don't fix it if it's not broken.
Yeah.
So I can't argue with that mentality, but it's going to be interesting to see where it goes in the future in terms of the types of comic book films being made.
Yeah.
I think they got about 10 more years.
Okay. I think what's interesting too, that's keeping the comic book genre alive, is you do have what hopefully spawns more character study driven movies on the DC side, because you have like the superhero wins it all on Marvel, and then you have the dark gritty storytelling of DC.
And I think that with the new leadership over there, with Walter Hamada going over there, they kind of realize like, hey, we're not going to do it as good as them.
Yeah.
But so let's just do our thing. And so they've been hiring filmmakers. Like, they still have movies in the DCEU, like Shazam, like Wonder Woman 84. But then you also have Matt Reeves just like, I want to make a Batman trilogy, but I want it to be its own thing. And they're like, all right, go.
Yeah.
Do your thing. You have Todd Phillips like, I want to make a Joker movie. All right. And then now they're nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
So they have, the opportunity to be able to do things like this. And, maybe Marvel starts doing that with their X-Men stuff. We don't know what they're going to do yet. It's probably going to be MCU. But
maybe the New Mutants will bring in everyone.
Maybe. But, it's going to be curious to see what happens there.
Yeah.
And hopefully the genre can thrive. I'm a big fan of the genre. I don't want to see it go away.
Oh, I mean, obviously you're wearing an Avengers shirt and an immortal Iron Fist Protector of Kung Lung hat.
Yes. TV show's not very good, but yes. I think as long as you have other companies willing to take those risks, the genre will be fine. We just might see the ups and downs of one particular company versus the other.
Okay.
And even then, it's not really competition, because both Kevin Feige and people at DC have said this all along. Like, Marvel wants DC films to do well, and DC wants Marvel films to do well, because if their films do well, then that means they're going to go out and see their comic book films.
Exactly.
Because if comic book films are doing well, then all comic book films are going to do well. It's not like one's going to do bad while the other one doesn't. It's not like that.
Yeah, like they're constantly complimenting each other. Like whenever Captain Marvel made stupid money, Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot were just applauding it. And
then when Wonder Woman came out, just like you had Mark Ruffalo, and people were just being like, wow, that movie was fantastic.
Yeah.
So, but it's an interesting question, and I think that obviously we can talk about this for hours. But it is I'm curious to see where it goes, because we just have to kind of wait and see.
Because the Infinity Saga is what drove it. So maybe like this whole new saga that comes out maybe just fucking bombs, because you never know.
It's over. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna see how Black Widow does and Eternals, and I think that'll be kind of the test of the test
of time of it. Yeah.
Is it gonna be okay? We'll see.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what's going to happen.
Me too. We shall see.
But what else do you want to talk about?
Speaking of comic book movies, this is going to be a big comic book movie episode. We're so sorry for those of you who don't like them. Who doesn't like comic book movies? Maybe like
Kyler.
Sorry, Kyler. but basically, Sony's Morbius.
Yes.
Had a
very, very interesting stuff came out of that.
Yes. Part of the Venom verse.
Venom.
With all the Spider-Man villains, Morbius living vampire. Very cool to see Morbius in a movie. And it sucks that he's not going to be with Spider-Man, but I never thought I'd see Morbius on the big screen.
He could be with Spider-Man,
which we'll get to in just a second. But I always saw him in the video games, and the comic books, and I was like, oh, what a cool character. But never thought I'd see him. Jared Leto's playing the character. He's a great actor. He wants to bounce back in that comic book world after Suicide Squad.
Oh, I'm sure he's pissed.
Yeah, but
he is pissed. But
it's the movie. When I'm watching the trailer, the movie looks pretty interesting. I'm like, oh wow, it doesn't look too bad. Hopefully, because I wasn't a big fan of Venom. Made a lot of money, and I'm proud of it. But I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
He's whack. I know. It's a great movie.
It's not. But I'm like, all right, I can get into Morbius. Let's go check it out. He's a fascinating character, and it looks like that they're gonna do him well. very nice trailer. Then you see a Spider-Man mural on the wall with Murderer written across it.
Not just Spider-Man.
The Raimi Spider-Man. But Murderer was a reference to Far From Home, so I was a little confused. But even then, I was like, oh wow, they actually put... I'm like, well, Sony owns Spider-Man, they can do what they want. But I thought part of the deal was they couldn't reference MCU stuff, so I mean, wow. Maybe they, in the new deal that they remade, maybe they worked it out. So I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. You're like, interesting, yeah, awesome. And then, big bombshell at the end of the trailer. Michael Keaton's there.
Not just Michael Keaton.
It's very heavily implied that it's Vulture Michael Keaton because he's wearing the same outfit as his prison uniform from Homecoming.
Same dialect and same...
Yeah, like he sounds like him. Like everything.
Yeah.
Watch them do that, and he's like, oh, my name's Brad. Like in the movie.
Yeah, right.
But they wouldn't put him in the trailer if he wasn't Vulture.
Yeah.
And so, like, an MCU character's in this movie, so, like, is Morbius part of the MCU, or is Sony trying to say, like, well, Spider-Man...
the MCU is part of the Venomverse.
Oh, my God.
Get out of here. This has been planted since 2008. Sony is the mastermind behind all of it.
My God, yes, let me tell you. No, but, and Kevin Feige's statements when they made the new deal of, like, oh, Spider-Man can hop universes... But I'm thinking, is Sony trying to say Spider-Man has its own world? Like, if you Venn diagram this, does, like, Spider-Man have his own world, and Andy's part of the MCU, but the MCU isn't part of the Spider-Man world? Is that what they're trying to do? I'm afraid it's going to confuse people, but I'm not going to complain about it. Like, if I'm going to see Vulture in a movie again, I don't give a fuck what movie it's in. I'm going to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm worried that audiences are going to get confused. I hope that maybe they just release a statement that's like, here's what's happening.
Yeah.
It might not be till after Morbius comes out. But I'm still curious as to what they're going to do with it.
Nick had an interesting point.
Talk about Nick's point.
He said that... Because I asked him if he thought Vulture was going to... Assuming it's Vulture, which
it probably is, yeah.
But I don't want to assume it because it's not... The movie's not out yet. It could be a deleted scene or whatever and never make the final cut. But regardless, I asked him what his role was going to be in the movie, and Nick said that he thinks that's just going to be at the end of the movie, kind of showing that it is a bigger universe, and it's going to set up the Sinister Six with both this and Venom 2.
Sony has been wanting to do Sinister Six since Amazing Spider-Man 2. They wanted to do that for fucking ever, man.
Which, I mean, it would make sense because they have Venom, they have Carnage, they have Morbius, they have... Vulture, Scorpion...
And maybe Mysterio's still alive.
That is 6 that I count.
Oh, and they're making a Kraven movie, so maybe it's Kraven.
That's 7 that I count. Maybe not Venom. Maybe Venom's helping Spider-Man.
Yeah. Maybe not Mysterio. Maybe he's actually dead.
Yeah.
You know,
so many questions.
We'll see.
No answers. Yeah.
We shall see.
But he brought up that point. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. So I'm curious that the deal that they worked out.
Yeah.
Because, Marvel has to get something out of that deal. So I'm wondering...
Yeah, one more Spider-Man MCU, and then they're
one more
jacking him over to Sony.
Yeah, I do think they are going to be done after that. I don't think there's going to be another deal.
That was so shitty of Disney.
Yeah.
And I do not blame Sony at all for what they plan on doing in the future and what they have said.
They own the character.
Legally own the character, and Disney's going to bully them?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that was kind of shitty of them. And everyone was against Sony at that time, but it was kind of Disney that kind of fucked that up. But I'm happy Spider-Man's in the MCU. I'm happy that Sony's doing their thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy they're successful. I just wish the fucking movies were better. That's the only thing I wish.
What was a bad movie?
Venom. I didn't like Venom.
Okay, false, but is there more to your argument? Or?
I'm hoping that Morbius is good.
Oh, no, it's going to be good. Because Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, masterpieces. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, fucking great. Venom, yeah. And, you good? You sleeping?
I'm great.
Oh,
I'm great. I'm just praying that the movies are going to be good.
They will be. Have faith, because they're going to win Best Picture.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that one. But we'll see. Okay.
Well, they're going to win Best Picture this year, and yeah.
Well, Amy Pascal might. Little Women's nominated. We shall see.
Once Upon a Time's a Sony movie, too.
Oh, that's true. That's
kind of what I was referencing, but...
Oh, okay. Fucking Jesus Christ. Sorry, my God. Damn it.
I didn't know how to pull out your teeth over there for that fucking joke.
I know, my God.
What else is up, though? What's up?
Let's talk about movies from 2004.
Oh, here we go. Fuck.
Because I like this little thing that we're doing.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's really fun. And
let's talk into microphones across the table into cameras.
Yep.
It's fun.
2003 had some bangers. So let's talk about 2004, shall we? Oh my God. Troy came out in 2004.
Troy.
It's the Brad Pitt one, the Greek myth.
I watched a movie that director
about
did.
Achilles.
Yeah, Das Boot. Didn't really care for Das Boot, so...
This movie's very divisive. I know some people who really love the movie, and I know some people who fucking can't stand the movie.
Yeah? How do you feel?
I know it hurt Brad Pitt's career.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or he was worried after it. He actually recently spoke about that.
But well, he's doing fine now.
Yeah, right. He's great. No, but I don't dislike the movie.
Okay.
But I don't think it's great. It's just kind of okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The best Harry Potter movie came out, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which I know you haven't seen any of the Harry Potters. Jesus Christ. But Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, to me, is the best Harry Potter movie. And it came out that year. It was directed by Alfonso Cuarón.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is awesome, Ryan. Watch these fucking movies. Especially the third one.
There's a pivotal movie. God damn. Movie that came out in 2004. Called Layer Cake.
Oh, with Daniel Craig.
Yep. Directed by Matthew Vaughn.
Yes, we love Matthew Vaughn.
The reason this movie is so near and dear to my heart is because studios and I don't know who's in charge of James Bond. They watched this movie and they were like, "That's our next James Bond." 2 years later, Casino Royale.
That's true.
And
you want to hear some shit?
Yeah.
Never seen Layer Cake.
It's decent. Like, it's not great. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But it's just like, okay. It's like Matthew Vaughn doing a Guy Ritchie crime movie is kind of the best way to describe it.
And they are friends, so that makes sense.
Yeah. But it's a fun movie, and if you watch it, I mean, obviously he's James Bond now, but like at the time you didn't know that. You watch it and you're like, he's giving his own James Bond impression before he's James Bond. Like, that's just, you buy into it, and it's cool.
That's cool. That is cool. Guess what else came out in 2004? Mean Girls. That movie is fantastic.
It is still in pop culture to this day.
Love Mean Girls. The musical's good too.
White Chicks came out in 2004.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's so funny.
You want to talk about mothers? Jesus. Eternal Sunshine, The Spotless Mind came out.
Have you seen that
Still
yet?
haven't watched it.
Oh my god, that movie is phenomenal.
I know. I've heard great things about it for years. I just never got around to watching it yet.
Well, hopefully you've seen this movie. SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie.
Fuck yes, I've seen that movie. Come on.
Best Picture worthy? Yeah?
Should have won.
To be honest.
Honestly. Crash came out in 2004.
The gay cowboy movie, yeah.
No, that
was the narrative around Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, that's why Brokeback lost, because it became the gay cowboy
movie. Which is fucking stupid.
Kind of like how Shape of Water almost became the fish banging movie.
Yeah.
And it almost suffered the same fate.
God, people are stupid.
But speaking of that, Brokeback Mountain also came out in 2004.
A movie I haven't seen, but I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Yep. First, I think Heath Ledger's first nomination.
Yeah?
Yep. The Terminal came out in 2004, which is a Steven Spielberg movie, and it's awful.
Terminal, I haven't seen it.
Tom Hanks lives in an airport. That's
lame.
The movie. Yep.
I mean, to be honest, if that wasn't going to kill his career, it should have been Jaws.
Shut the fuck up. Don't trigger me with making fun of Jaws. National Treasure came out in 2004.
God damn, and they're going to do a third one.
Yes, where's Nicholas when you need him?
God.
Oh.
You know what? Those two movies are so much fun.
They are fun
I don't
as
fucking
hell.
care what anyone says.
I love them. I love those two films.
Oh god, Nick Cage. What a guy.
Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
God, I've seen that movie once.
What a trilogy.
There's that one, Guantanamo Bay, and
then Christmas. There's a Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Oh god damn it.
What a trilogy.
The best of the series, Shrek 2, came out.
Shrek 2 is fucking awesome. That is a great movie.
With Puss in Boots, Antonio Banderas.
Yes. Also, oh my god. The Thomas Jane Punisher movie came out in 2004.
Dolph Lundgren's better, but whatever.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That movie is not good. No, I'm not done.
Oh.
That movie is not good. But Thomas Jane is such a good Punisher. And he voiced the character in a video game as well.
Dude.
And in the short film they did in 2012, awesome. I miss Thomas Jane, although John Bernthal is perfect.
The fight scene with the Russian.
Oh, so good.
One of the best fight scenes in cinema history. It's just so fucking good.
I love that scene.
But Saw came out. Our boy James Wan and Lee Wynell.
Yes.
And Jason Blum Was he attached to this
I
or
don't
no?
think
But he's
so.
friends with them.
Yeah, yeah.
But God, that movie's that whole series is good.
The Incredibles.
Brad Bird.
And don't think you can sneak by saying that whole series is good. It's only the first Saw movie is good.
God.
Oh my God, The Notebook came out in 2004.
Haven't seen it.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That movie's so good.
Yeah?
I love The Notebook. Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, perfect chemistry, great actors, both beautiful. Script's a little cheesy, doesn't matter. It's lovely. Lovely film. I love it.
God, I definitely don't miss the time whenever like each year there's a Nicholas Sparks movie coming out. Like fucking no. But I never really got into that. There's a comedy that came out. I don't know if you've seen it. Club Dread.
No.
It's Broken Lizard, the comedy group that does Super Troopers.
Mm-hmm.
They did a horror. It's like a horror comedy. It is actually really funny and really good.
I've never seen it.
I think they have like a trilogy, kind of what Edgar Wright has, like with his 3 different movies. They have 3 different movies, but it's like a trilogy.
Okay.
Very funny, very hard to find. If you can find it, please watch it.
Interesting.
But speaking of Edgar Wright, Shaun of the Dead came out this year.
Oh, yes, it did. I actually just watched that with Hannah the other night. It was her first time seeing it.
What?
It was her first time watching it.
What?
She loved it.
Good.
Yes.
Has she watched the trilogy or just the...
We watched that and Hot Fuzz.
What'd she think?
I don't know which one she likes better, but she loves both of them. I love Hot.
Can we get her hot take right here?
Yeah.
Right?
Hannah! Come here!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Come on. Come on here. Sit down. We need your hot take on Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Which one you like
We're
more?
talking about movies from 2004.
Okay, well, hello.
Hello, everyone. This is Hannah. This is my lovely girlfriend.
Hello. Wait, what was the question?
So, Hot Fuzz. So, we're talking about 2004 movies.
Okay.
Shaun of the Dead came out 2004. Dalton was just saying you just watched it for the first time the other day, which shocked me. Yeah. So, I wanted to get your thoughts on Shaun of the Dead and what you liked more, that or Hot Fuzz.
Honestly, I really liked both of them. I really like Edgar Wright. We watched Baby Driver, and I was like, I like this guy. And then, since then, I was like super excited to see the rest of his work. So first off, I really like both of them. But if I had to pick one, I really, really liked Shaun of the Dead. Okay. I love horror, and I love the whole, it's both funny and horror, and I think they did a really good way of combining kind of like Evil Dead 2, kind of like that aspect. So I really, really liked it. I really like Hot Fuzz too, don't get me wrong, but I think overall, Shaun of the Dead.
Okay. Why? That's solid.
What did you guys pick?
I'd say Hot Fuzz.
I personally like Hot Fuzz too.
Really?
But I know many people who like Shaun of the Dead. Like their favorite comedy.
I don't know. I really like it. It's good. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. You are so welcome.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Please don't put that in.
It's going in. It's going in. You know what's really upsetting? She's like a way better host than I am at 3 seconds.
I know. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Step up your game. Hi, I'm Trash. Kill Bill, Volume 2.
Yep.
My personal favorite of the two. Honestly, I was talking with this. I was talking about this with someone at work. Because I believe who the fuck is the drunk punch love guy?
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay, no, not that guy. Who's the Grand Budapest Hotel guy?
Wes Anderson.
I think he's coming out with a movie soon that was supposed to be 4 hours long, and he was going to do something like this, film it as one movie but release it as 2. I think that'd be fascinating for more directors to do this. Yeah. Not like a sequel, but just film one movie, split it up. I think that'd be fascinating.
That would be really cool.
But yeah, I wish more directors filmed one movie, released it as 2, rather than just doing a solo movie, it doing well, and then making a sequel. But that's just kind of my hot take on that real quick.
Yes. Guess what else came out in 2004? Napoleon Dynamite.
It's my understanding you don't really like that movie. Is that who?
Yes. The movie didn't quite work for me, but I understand that a lot of people really love this movie, and I don't want to take that away from them. I just personally didn't love it. Yeah. Although there's one part that makes me laugh very hard, and it's when he's like, your mom goes to college, and the girl starts to cry. For some reason, I was like, that's hilarious. But everything else, it didn't really work for me.
That's fair. One of my favorite comedies of all time came out, Dodgeball.
I was about to say Dodgeball, dude. I love Dodgeball.
What a fucking great movie. If you can dodge a wrench, You can dodge a ball.
So good.
God,
Rest in peace, Rip Torn.
Yeah.
Also,
he'll be on this year's Oscars in memoriam. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Damn it. Oh, $1 Million Baby came out in 2004.
I haven't seen it.
Amazing Clint Eastwood directed film.
Haven't seen any of his directed movies.
You are whack. But yes, $1 Million Baby is really, really great film. Really emotional. More emotional than I expected it to be when I first saw it.
Yeah.
Yes.
A movie that I personally love that isn't well received is The Alamo.
Okay.
With fucking Dennis Quaid, Billy Bob Thornton. Like, fucking, that movie is just, in my opinion, it is so good. And I love historical movies. I love war movies and fucking best of both. And I just love the story of The Alamo. But yeah, no, I thoroughly love that movie.
Yeah, cool. The Bourne Supremacy came out in 2004.
I haven't seen it.
Unbelievable. And this is actually my personal favorite Bourne film.
Is this the second one or
yes,
third one?
Second one.
Okay.
It does have one really bad action sequence in it. Mm-hmm. But all the other action's great. And just to me, it's my favorite personal Bourne movie because when you watch the franchise, to me, this was Bourne's most emotionally challenging movie that he had to go through. And I know the popular's best one is the third one, and the third one's excellent. But to me, I really, really connected with the second film, and I really, really enjoy it. When we eventually get past James Bond and Franchise Spotlight, we'll go
who the fuck's in charge of that?
We'll go over to Bourne, and we'll do that. Yes. Hold on. Man on Fire came out in 2004. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Really underrated movie directed by Tony Scott, Ridley Scott's brother. It has Denzel Washington, and he plays the bodyguard of, I believe it's Dakota Fanning. Yes. And she gets kidnapped, and it's just him trying to save her. But it's a really, really fun action film.
Okay.
And, like, it didn't get
good... It kind of sounds like a Equalizer.
Sort of. It didn't get good reviews at first, but, like, over time, people have, like, gone back and, like, Man on Fire, that was a really good, really fun movie. So, like, I like Man on Fire.
Interesting. Team America World Police. Hello.
Beautiful film.
God, that movie is so fucking, like, harsh. But it's funny.
So
it's the South Park guys who did it, right?
I don't know. I'm actually not sure.
I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's the South Park guys who did it.
Either way, it's great.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the best film of 2004 real quick. Spider-Man 2, ladies and gentlemen. Spider-Man 2 came out in 2004. One of the greatest comic book films of all time. I try to watch it at least like 2 or 3 times a year. I thoroughly love that film. More and more each time I watch it. Love it, love it, love it. Love Sam Raimi. Love it all.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a great fucking movie. But the best of the whole franchise would be AVP.
You know what? Ryan's fired. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't want to have to do this on camera, but, like, Jesus Christ.
I have not seen this movie since I was a child. But I remember watching it and loving it so much. And I don't know why.
Don't watch it again.
Yeah.
Don't ruin that love you have.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy came out. The
Hellboy 2?
No, just Hellboy.
No, but he didn't do the first Hellboy.
He did.
No, he didn't.
No,
wait, yes, he did. I'm thinking of Blade. What the fuck? Yeah. Hellboy. Really fun movie.
David Harbour one's better.
No, it fucking isn't.
Am I the only one in the world that thinks so?
Yes, because the only reason you like it is because it has that fucking Motley Crue song at the end.
Which was a huge joke going into the movie because The Dirt just came out around the same time. And I was like, you know what? Motley Crue is the fucking greatest band of all time.
He does these things just to upset me, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the fucking bear.
iRobot. Remember that fucking movie with Will Smith?
Oh my god, yeah.
I loved that dumb movie so much. It's kind of silly, but I love it. I love every second of it.
Speaking of dumb movies, The Polar Express.
What do you mean dumb?
I don't like the movie. The only thing I like about it is the hot cocoa sequence. That shit slaps really hard. The song, the choreography, like just fucking everything.
I just
about
love the conductor so much.
And I look like the kid who likes trains. You like trains?
No, but just Tom Hanks as a conductor, because the whole movie he's just like, we're gonna be late. God damn it, I've never fucking been late before. Like, God, and of course he's not gonna be late because it's Christmas and it's magical. Yeah. But he still like freaks out. Then when he gets there on time, he's just like, oh, like I don't know. I thought that shit was funny. CGI doesn't look as good, but interesting movie.
But I mean, it had to happen to get the CGI and the motion.
Great children's book.
Yeah, never read it.
Really?
I'm illiterate.
I mean, I knew that, but it's hard to... Yo, Anchorman! The first Anchorman came out in 2004. You have never fucking seen Anchorman.
I've seen 2. The second one.
Every OCD person who's watching this just hung themselves. I hope you feel responsible for their deaths. What the hell?
Yeah, no, it...
I mean, I think 2's still funny. I know some people don't like it, but dude, the first Anchorman is so fucking good. You gotta get on that.
What's the song? Rain, or sky, rockets in flight. Pew! Afternoon delight. Whoop!
Oh my god. Ray, the one where Jamie Foxx plays Ray Charles, came out. Really great film.
I actually haven't seen it.
Really great film.
Yeah.
He won the Oscar for it too.
Yeah.
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. That's a Wes Anderson movie.
He's a hack.
We just talked about.
I'm just kidding. I have not seen any of his movies.
I've only seen this movie once. It's been a long time, but I remember liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to watch it again.
He might, you know, I might, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking for, but I think that's Nick's favorite movie of his.
Really?
I know he at least enjoys it, but yeah.
You have to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Also, I've never seen any of these films, but I love Richard Linklater as a filmmaker, and he has this franchise called the Before trilogy. And the first one,
with,
it's Ethan Hawke,
yeah,
and Julie Delpy,
okay,
or Delpy, however you say her name, and it's
fuck her, you know.
and it's 3 movies: Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, and Before Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, all 3 are like critical darlings. Like apparently, all 3 are phenomenal. And they take place like after many, many years. And it's about them reconnecting and finding each other. And I've heard that they're excellent. And the first one came out this year, but I've never seen any of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear great things.
Yeah. Just the last movie that I want to bring up.
Mm-hmm. I have 2 more.
Okay. It's 50 First Dates. I genuinely love this movie.
It's a really fun movie.
Which is funny because I hate Adam Sandler comedies. Yeah, thank you. I was trying to think of the word, but
I'm just saying I hate Adam Sandler.
Right. I hate his comedies because they're all the same, especially 50 First Dates, but just something about it is just fun.
Someone's never seen Happy Gilmore over here. Someone's never seen Billy Madison or The Wedding Singer.
I watched
Big
like
Daddy.
5 minutes of Billy Madison, couldn't stand it.
You have to watch that whole movie. It is beautiful.
Oh, God.
It's beautiful. Happy Gilmore. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite Adam Sandler.
I've seen
comedy.
it once.
Big Daddy?
No.
The Wedding Singer?
Nope.
God damn it. See? Yeah, no.
I've seen hit more of it. Rom-coms. That's the fucking word I'm looking for. His rom-coms. I don't like his rom-coms.
Okay. I feel better. I do feel better. Well,
Yeah.
50 First Dates is really good.
Yeah.
I do have 2 more.
Okay.
Hotel Rwanda.
Oh my God, what a great movie.
Yes, Don Cheadle kills it in that movie.
God, that movie makes me cry, dude.
Mm-hmm. Really good. And, ladies and gentlemen, in 2004, a film came out that was really overlooked by the Academy. And it's one of those that, like, I still have not gotten over.
It's a joke, I know it is.
Fuck, I'm just trying to keep it serious.
Can I guess the movie? I didn't look
can.
at your phone, but I want to guess.
Yeah.
Can I get 2? Actually,
You get 2 guesses.
Okay. First one is Shark Tale.
No, but that is a great movie.
2 is Garfield, the movie.
No.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
Okay, yeah. You know what, Academy, fuck you.
I think it's better than the first one.
Yeah.
And James Gunn wrote it. Oh. Just the part with Fred when he gets on the horse and goes against the Black Knight and Wanted Dead or Alive starts playing. That was everything when I was a child.
I hope that's in the script.
I hope too.
James Gunn just fucking wrote that and was like, haha, this is hilarious.
Yes, I hope so too. Well, I think that'll pretty much do it for today's episode. I mean, there are some other 2004 movies, but I kind of got all the ones I wanted to discuss.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We always greatly appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/c/movie nights with a K, on Facebook at Movie Nights, on Instagram and Twitter at @nights_movie. And yeah, again, thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you guys soon.
Bye.